We hear the word healing all the time, but what does it actually mean? We're kind of taught that it's about fixing something that's broken inside of us. But what if that's not the real story? Let's dive into a different and honestly a much more powerful way of looking at what it truly means to heal. So let me ask you this. When you hear the word healing, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it about patching yourself up, fixing your anxiety or your pain, or getting over a tough past? I mean, that's how most of us see it. But there might be a better, more profound way to think about this. And that brings us to this core idea. What if healing isn't about fixing a single thing? What if instead it's really all about returning to a part of yourself that you've just lost touch with over the years? And this is where you can really see the shift in perspective. The common idea is, we gotta fix our problems. We need to become someone new, someone better. But the true path, it isn't about becoming anything. It's about remembering who you were before life started to feel so heavy. Just think about this for a second. Every single one of us is born with this natural sense of clarity and calm. It's this innate ability to just be present and connected. This isn't some far-off destination you have to fight to reach. It's literally our starting point. It's our original state of being. Okay, so if that's where we all start, then you have to ask the question, right? Why do so many of us feel so disconnected from that? Where does all that calm and clarity go? Well, life happens. That's the simple answer. As we move through it, we just start to accumulate all these layers. Difficult experiences, disappointments, fears, and oh man, the heavy weight of expectations from others and ourselves. And slowly, these layers just build up and they start to cover up that clear, calm center we started with. And what's the result of all those layers? We end up living on autopilot. We find ourselves reacting to things without even knowing why. We're out there chasing external goals just to feel good enough, and we get caught in that endless trap of comparing our lives to everyone else's. We completely lose touch with our own inner compass. So that nagging feeling, that sense that something just isn't quite right, that something's missing? That is not weakness. It's not a sign that you're broken. It's actually a signal. It's your inner self calling out for you to just pay attention for a minute and look inward. So this is the turning point. The journey back to ourselves doesn't start with doing more or trying harder. It actually starts with a really simple but incredibly powerful choice: to stop all the noise and just become aware. Real healing doesn't start when you find the perfect answer or fix everything. It truly begins the moment you stop running from yourself, when you finally turn around and decide to face what's really going on inside. Now let's be real for a second. This is not easy at all. When you first just sit in silence, it can feel super uncomfortable. Why? Because all the thoughts, the emotions, the worries that you've been distracting yourself from, they suddenly get really, really loud. But that's okay. That's actually part of the process. And this is what awareness is. It's simply the act of observing your inner world, your thoughts, your feelings, but without judging them. It's not about liking or disliking them. It's just about noticing. And it's the very first step, because you can't change what you refuse to look at. So how do you actually do this? How do you practice it? Well, it's about taking some time to just sit with yourself, to watch your thoughts come and go like clouds. You'll start to understand your own patterns, like, oh, that's why I always react that way. And most importantly, you allow yourself to actually feel your emotions instead of just pushing them down. But here's something we really need to be clear about. This is not a quick fix, not even close. Real healing is a slow journey, and it happens bit by bit. Yeah, lasting healing is a slow, gradual uncovering. It happens in layers, just like how all those layers of experience and fear were built up over time. The whole journey is about peeling them back one by one until you can finally hear your own true voice again. And as you stick with this process, you really start to notice things changing. Your entire energy begins to shift. You'll find you're becoming way less reactive to all the little things that used to completely throw you off balance. You're not so controlled by your emotions anymore. And this is a really important point. This newfound calm isn't coming from suppressing your feelings or pretending they're not there. No way. It comes from understanding them. And when you truly understand why you feel a certain way, that understanding gives you a sense of choice and control that just pushing things down never ever will. Ultimately, this whole process, this whole journey, it leads to one place: uncovering the power and the potential that has been inside you the entire time. We spend so much of our lives trying to change our external circumstances, right? Thinking if I just get this job or this relationship, then I'll be happy. But the true path to a different life is internal. Your life only truly changes when your awareness of it changes. And this is such an empowering thought. Your potential, your true self, isn't something you need to go out and build or chase after. It's already there. It's always been there. It's just been covered up by layers of fear and doubt and all the stuff that isn't really you. So when you think about it, your job is pretty simple, though definitely not always easy. It's a process of subtraction, not addition. It's about removing what isn't really you, letting go of old patterns that no longer serve you, learning to just observe your thoughts without getting totally swept away by them, and feeling your emotions without letting them run the whole show. And please, throughout this journey, remember to be patient with yourself. This is your own path. Don't rush it. Don't compare your progress to anyone else's. And definitely don't expect perfection. Just try to stay with it. Because this is the real prize. The moment you begin to truly understand yourself, you unlock a level of inner power and peace that no amount of external success, no job title, no amount of money can ever replace. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. What might actually change in your life if you shifted your focus? If you just stopped the endless, exhausting project of trying to build a new you and instead, you just began the journey of uncovering the real you that's been there all along?